Forget everything you've been told about building a great body. Forget about the 6-day splits, forget about the endless cardios and the 2-hour sessions. The body that you want is not just about being massive. It's about proportion, symmetry, and lean, dense muscle. Today you're in luck because I'm going to give you a method that exactly worked for me while working a 10-hour shift at FedEx and without wasting my life in the gym. This method cuts the fluff, focuses on what truly works, and it delivers the real results that you need. Let's get to it. So what do we actually mean by Greek God physique? It's not just about having muscle, but having the right muscles in the right places and the right proportions. Take a look at the classic statues. They weren't just big, but they were athletic, balanced, and they genuinely look powerful. So first we want to focus on shoulder to waist ratio. This is what's going to give you that iconic V-taper look. We're talking broad, round shoulders that make you look like you have 2 boulders on the side of your delts. That makes you look wide and powerful. Second of all, we want to focus on the upper body. We're talking full chest, thick back, and arms that look big but proportional still. Third of all, we need to get lean. We don't want to be the biggest guy in the gym. We want that muscle definition pop. We want to see those muscles come out. That's what's going to make us look sharp. We want to focus on a sweet spot around 8 to 12 body fat percentage. This isn't about hitting a random number on the scale every single week. It's about building a body that's every bit as strong and capable as it looks. The secret here is not about more reps. It's about more intensity and a smarter plan. The reason why most guys fail to achieve that Greek God physique that we all want is because they're stuck in more is more mindset. They think if they do more reps, more sets, or spend more hours in the gym, that would automatically lead them to even more muscle. But at the end of the day, that is not true. Mike Mentzer said it himself, you only need 1 set of proper intensity to be able to develop muscle. And what are we trying to do here? Build a Greek God physique with the less effort possible. Now, there's 3 core principles that we need to focus on to make sure we develop that Greek God physique. And we don't stay stuck like most people are. First principle is focus on the heavy hitters. So instead of you wasting your time on a dozen isolation exercises, 90% of our time, we want to focus it on compound lifts. We're talking like squats, deadlifts, overhead presses, pull-ups. Now you might be asking me, why do we need to focus on this? Well, the thing with compound lifts is that they train multiple muscle groups at the same time. So we're talking like if you're doing squats, you're also hitting your core, believe it or not. And if you hit multiple muscle groups at the same time, you're triggering more muscle growth overall. Second principle, train for strength and intensity, not for hours. So you don't need 10 different chest exercises to make sure your chest grows. You need to get brutally strong on 1 or 2 key exercises, and then you progressively overload over those exercises. The simple act of being consistent with these workouts, progressing overload, adding more weight, a little bit more weight, or even a little bit more reps, is going to lead you to muscle growth. So we'll mainly focus on heavy weight with a 4 to 8 rep range to be able to build that dense, hard muscle. Principle 3, less is more. So here's the truth. You don't build muscle at the gym. You actually stimulate it. The real growth happens when you actually rest. So by just training 3 to 4 days a week allows your body to have enough recovery time to develop more muscle and to even be stronger and better when you go back to the gym. Now, this is how you prevent overtraining and your joints hating you for the rest of your life. Listen, this isn't about being lazy. We're not being lazy. We're just using the proper strategy. Hey man, we here to win, bro. You're here to win too, right? That's what I thought. All right, cool. So we made it to the fun part. This is a 3-day-a-week workout blueprint that you're gonna use focusing on push, pull, and leg split. So here you hit each muscle once a week and you take 1 day rest between those days. So something like Monday, you go to the gym, Tuesday, you rest, Wednesday, you go to the gym, Thursday, you rest, and then Friday, you go back to the gym. Perfect schedule. So the name of the game here is intensity, okay? So every set should be tough. And those last 2 reps should be, you should be thinking about your life in those last 2 reps too. But you should always pay attention to your form. So stay locked in and keep your form right. Rest about 2 to 3 minutes between your heavy sets. Trust me, you're gonna need that because if you rest those 2-3 minutes, you're gonna recover well. So that way when you go back to your set, you have the maximum effort and the strength to push that weight. It's time to get big, boys. Okay, so for the first day on Monday, we're gonna do push day. We're talking chest, shoulders, and triceps, right? We're gonna start with some incline dumbbell presses or the normal barbell press, some dips, some overhead presses for the shoulders, and some lateral raises. So on Wednesday, we're focusing on pull day. So back and biceps. So we're gonna start off with some pull-ups. And if you can't do pull-ups yet, you can always go to the lat pull-down machine, which is an awesome workout as well. Then we're doing some dumbbell rows or some barbell rows. We're doing some face pulls for the back real delta shoulder, which they neglect that muscle. And dumbbell curls for the bicep. Either barbell curls or dumbbell curls, whatever you decide in that case. Now on Friday, we have leg day. You cannot skip leg day, okay? We're talking squats, we're talking Romanian deadlifts, we're talking leg presses, and we're talking hanging leg raises as well for the abs. Honestly, this is all you need to build that great physique. Now, if you want more of these details in a proper PDF, make sure you click the link in the description. I'll leave it all there so you guys can just download it and, use it for your workouts. Everything is there, so don't worry. All right, boys, let's talk about the diet rules of a lean physique. 90% of results, they actually come from nutrition. So the first rule is protein is king. We need to make sure that we add protein to every single meal that we eat, okay? So I don't know if you know, but protein actually helps you build muscle. So we want to focus on 1 gram protein per body weight. Things like eggs, fish, tuna, chicken, beef, you guys know this, Just make sure you eat your protein because it's really important. Rule 2, don't fear the carbs. Use them. Oh man, it's crazy how many people just are trying to avoid the carbs. The carbs are not your enemies, okay? Let's get that straight. They're not your enemy, okay? Carbs is actually what fuels your workouts. It's just that some people don't get the timing right. So something I suggest is that before you go work out, make sure you have your little bit of rice with some protein. More carbs than protein before your workout. Maybe sweet potatoes, maybe whole wheat bread, maybe a banana. Use it because that fuel is gonna help you push your workout. Trust me. Trust me. Try it and trust me. Okay, next rule, please. Rule number 3, the 80% rule. This simple mental trick works like crazy. So what this rule is telling you is that you're gonna eat till you're 80% full. So that means you're not gonna overdo what you're eating, okay? And it's gonna keep you into a slight calorie deficit without even noticing it. You'll feel better, you'll have more energy, and you'll feel great. That way you don't have to count every single calorie that goes in your mouth. It just makes everything simple with this rule. Rule number 4, just walk more. Forget about the treadmill. That joint is boring. Make sure you get your 10K steps daily, okay? That means either you're walking your dog or something, or you're going out for the walk in the morning to get some sunlight, which we all need to do. This is a simple trick to burn a little bit more calories without, overdoing what you ate or feeling hungry after and not searching for air every single minute when you're doing a Stairmaster. So there you have it, the most minimalistic way of doing this. So it's not a magic trick. It's still gonna be hard. You just gotta stay consistent to it. So the plan is simple, effective, and definitely efficient. So you don't need to live in a gym or you don't need to eat a diet that you hate. So you just need to focus on what really works. Getting strong on the right lifts, eating smart, and letting your body recover. Before we end the video, I wanna give you guys a quick verse. So Psalms 84:5. Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, and in whose heart are the ways of them. Amen and amen. If you're still dabbling to figure out how many calories should I eat, what are my calories, or how does this whole diet thing works, I have a video just for you that I made that will explain every single detail about that.